my god, you guys blew up our Switch short. Thank you. It's fitting because today we are talking about JRPGs. When it comes to these kinds of games, I always think that the Switch is the best console to play them on. So here are the 10 new JRPGs you can play on your Switch. First off is Chrono Cross: The Radical Dreamers Edition. This is a remaster of the 22-year-old game and sequel to the beloved Chrono Trigger. This is the story of Surge, a normal kid in a wild time-bending adventure.
How did this happen? What is this mysterious another world? Travel back and forth between both worlds to unravel the story.
And while the narrative sounds really big and grand, it can also be quite deep. I suggest you talk to all the NPCs and take the time to explore. When this game was first released, people were applauding the visual shift from 2D to 3D. But honestly, for a modern gamer, this might look a little too outdated, even on the Switch's 720p screen. What happens when two ninja schools come together? A Super Ninja War! Neptunia x Senran Kagura Ninja Wars is a hack-and-slash crossover between two anime-style JRPGs. You get 4 playable characters from each, but you meet more side characters from Neptunia. The gameplay part is more akin to Senran Kagura games though. Both the Neptunia series and especially the Senran Kagura series are known for their spicy fan service, but it's a little bit toned down here. So take that how you will. The most beautiful things can come from the darkest places. Crystar is a game where your tears are your biggest strength. You have a tear gauge that when full can summon your guardian to help slay your enemies. It fits the tone of this dark game that deals with a lot of depressing subjects. Like you accidentally killing your sister, having to deal with demons to get her back, and hunting down other souls in purgatory and taking all of their torments. That being said, it's an enjoyable game that plays well on the Switch. Although the combat is a bit simpler than the next games on this list. Rune Factory 5 is not your typical JRPG. It's also a dungeon crawler, crafting, farming, cooking, and even dating simulator. You can get married and have kids, and that's not even the plot of the game. Unfortunately, the Switch can't always handle all Rune Factory 5 can offer. If you can look past the occasional lags and popping, the depth of the story and the characters still make this game fun to play. Just maybe get it on sale? It's actually on sale right now. Trent from Nintendo Life calls this game one of the best visual novels to come out so far this year. Digimon Survive, unlike past Digimon games, is more of a visual novel than a turn-based RPG. It's not exactly what the fans were waiting for, but it's a great game. While it can feel like the pace is a bit slow, especially in the first part of the game, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Because the battle scenes aren't the only thrilling parts. The story can be surprisingly dark and mature as well. It all goes back to the name of the game. Surviving is a matter of life or death. Not unlike the next game on the list, Death End Request 2. Developed by the same people as the Neptunia franchise, this series is also known for their juicy fan service, but with a horror twist. One would say it's hardcore on both ends. By day, this game can be a bit cute with the interactions of our main protagonist Mai and the other girls. However, at night, the girls will be chased around by shadow people and other terrifying monsters. This one's even scarier than its predecessor. The intro scene alone is a testament to that.
That's right.
Next up is a 2-in-1. Prini Presents Nas Classics Volume 2 contains 2 titles. Makai Kingdom Reclaimed and Rebound, and Zettai Hero Project and Losing Ranger vs Dark Death Evil Man. Both of these are isometric strategy games filled with zany characters and camp humor. Makai Kingdom is a Disgaea-like game, but since this seems to be a straight port, there's not many improvements. Like, you have to save before the battle starts, because if you restart the whole game. Yeah, it's very annoying. Lagi nila i-fix, like, dili siya autosave. ZHP is the better one in this combo. It's still a turn-based game, but everything feels nice and punchy. This game is carrying the whole combo. It's a shame that you can't buy it separately on the Switch. This is the most adorable game on this list. The Cruel King and the Great Hero Storybook Vibe is not just skin deep. The pacing is stylistically slow and cozy, unlike the other games we mentioned on this list. The Cruel King in the title is a dragon who takes care of you, the new great hero. There's a lot of quests to do and monsters to fight. But beyond that, this game is really about slowing down. The kind you'd play just before bedtime. Atelier Sufi 2 improves on its predecessor, better UI, and a gorgeous world. It's not a true open world, but the maps are big enough that it feels like it. It follows Sophie on her quest to become a licensed alchemist. This game has a style that I wish more turn-based games would have. No loading screens before battles. It feels so much smoother and faster this way. If that's not enough for you, you could even bump up the speed some more. But if you want the best JRPG on the Switch this year, it's gotta be Xenoblade.
Hello?
Story-wise, it's a bit confusing and all over the place. Still, it's worth seeing it through to the end. That's pretty much par for the course when it comes to Xenoblade games. Atelier Sophie 2 was only open world-like, but this is a true open world. There's so much to see from the Forerunner's Tower to the Erythia Sea, which looks hauntingly beautiful at night. Unfortunately, the Switch doesn't do the visuals justice because of hardware limitations, even when docked. Nintendo, I'm still out here holding out for a pro version Nintendo Switch. If you want to add more more games to your Switch for free, here are 10 games to download right now. Yay! Wow.